Are we good? Firefox, are we okay? That's a new one. Oh my goodness. Hello, hi. Gosh golly gee. That's a new one. Hello. Welcome to Okami. Dun dun. Hi, Karma. Sorry you had to see that. Actually, it probably didn't look like anything for you, but on my side, it was like Firefox was really struggling, and I was like, all right, I'll restart the browser. All right, that's fine. But it took me nearly 5 minutes to do so because it just kept freezing. It seems fine now. I hope it's fine now. We'll see. OBS, I'm really proud of you for not causing problems for once. Last time we went to Kusa Village. We explored Taka Pass as well, but and the Sasa Sanctuary, but went to Kusa Village and we found out that Gale Shrine is being inhabited by a very strong monster, and we need to gather the canine warriors, 6 of whom we have met already. 5 are in Kusa Village. The 6th one we saw in Sasa Sanctuary, and he gave us his orb because he was protecting the village and did not want to leave, or the sanctuary rather. So we have 2 more to find. If you are eagle-eyed, you might know where we're supposed to go. Exactly. It's all good, don't worry. I'm happy that you're here too, Karma. I always appreciate your comments. It's extremely kind of you. It's totally not necessary, but it is extremely kind. So thank you. Okay, so we were heading back. We're in Agata Forest now. Right, and we also have water spout now too, which is exciting. So we can make anything on fire. As long as we have water somewhere, we can make it go away. But you have to make sure first that your brush turns blue. See, like right now I'm too far away from the water, but here, now I can do whatever. Anyway, if you remember last week, they also said that Hitoshio Spring, which is up on the hill, has a visitor. So shall we visit? Also, I'm like low-key, should we do one of the ball pushing physics? You know what, let's start out with the ball pushing physics. Let's do it. Why not, right? And then I can talk about the song that I have in my head, which is a song that my kids at work kept singing yesterday. I was with the younger kids, and they are like first, second grade, and oh, you know what? I thought the ball was closer. It's all the way over here. Oh dear. Well, they started singing songs to themselves that were to do with farting, which, like, when you're a kid is the funniest shit in the world. I'm glad to know that that has not changed even since my generation. So, because this is crazy for me to say. It has been 2 generations since I have been a kid. Because we're on Gen Alpha now. And I feel like Gen Alpha is also starting to wind to a close with its, like, how many years it is. I assume Beta will come after that? Unsure. Anyway, oh, you're kind of in my way. Hope you don't mind. I'm gonna sneak past you. And the girls were singing, I farted, it tickles, my butt cheeks wiggled. Over and over and over and over again yesterday. And I'm actually really proud of myself because I didn't even remember what the song was. I just remember the rhythm of it. And then right before stream, it came back to me and I was like, God damn it. And they were like, we went to the park that's like near the school, and they were scream singing it, and I was like, I'm so glad you guys are entertained. There are other people at this park that may not want to hear you scream singing about your butt and farting. So let's keep our voices down just a little, if you don't mind. Thanks, guys. And then one of them, she bumped her head on the, like, slide, because it has that metal bar, and she whacked her head, her forehead on it, and got a little bump, and she quieted down after that. But then, like, 30 minutes later, she was totally fine. So anyway, that wasn't too bad. There's one more ball that we will have to give Sleepy that is gonna wreck my shit.
Finally! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You went back to sleep? Boy, I sure wish I could sleep like that.
Yeah, me too. I gotta be real though, like, fart humor is still funny. It's not as funny as when you're a kid, where like if you just say the word fart to a kid, they think it's funny. But like there are times as an adult. Bro, despite the lyrics, it kind of goes hard. Yeah, honestly, it's a good rhythm that they got going down, and I'm glad she's fine too, because she's actually one of my faves. I know I shouldn't play too much favorites with the kids, but she, I do think she's a darling. She's darling in such a like scamp kind of way, and that I love kids that are sassy. So, yeah, I was worried because she had hit her nose to like the bridge of her nose, and I was like, ooh, I hope you didn't like bust anything there, but she was fine. It was just a little bump. Well.
The water here is so lovely and cool. Now, time to get to work. Here's the barrel. Why, looky here, it's Kushi. Oh, what you up to here, sweetie?
Favoritism can't be helped. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's you, Snowy and Isun. I'm here making preparations for the annual Kamiki Festival. I've come to get water for the holy sake we offer to the gods. People say that the water here at Hitoshio Spring has divine powers. We always mix it with the holy sake we use for the festival.
You water down the sake? Or you make the sake out of this water? I guess.
That way we can make 8 purification sake. Whoa, hold it right there, sister. 8 purification sake? You mean the sacred drink of ancient legend? That's right. It goes back to the legend of Nagi and Shiranui. It was the miraculous sake that they used to defeat Orochi. Apparently, they got the beast drunk and cut off its heads. It certainly smells strong enough to intoxicate anything. Ooh. I don't know if the legends are really true or not, but we offer sake to the gods at festival time and pray for peace.
What's up? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to jump on you.
By the way, sweetie, I was wondering, you plan on filling this barrel with water? That's right. We need enough for all of the villagers. So I have to fill this barrel to the brim. But how are you going to fill such a big barrel with water? And even if you can, how are you going to carry it back to the village? That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that because Susanoo usually takes care of it. He can handle the barrel as if it was as light as a feather. There's no way I can manage on my own, though. How silly of me not to think this through. I wonder how I'm going to get those spring water into the barrel. Silly girl.
Well, what a convenient camera angle. And what a convenient power I just got.
That's odd. How did the water get into the barrel all by itself?
All by itself? Yeah, that's pretty miraculous, huh? It's okay, Kushi, I really like you, so I'm more than happy. I'm more than happy to help.
Yay! How wonderful! The barrel's full of spring water already. This will be plenty for the holy sake for the festival. Excellent! Now we just have to get it back to the village. Carry it home? But it must weigh a ton. Wow. What is it? Do you want some of the spring water? Sorry, I'll be getting this barrel out of your way soon.
Haha. Sucks to suck. back, you beast! Here I am, just taking a walk, and look what I run into.
Oh, it's you! Susano?
Take one more step toward the lady, and it'll be your last. There ain't no thing. The great Susano, the descendant of the Hironagi, forbids it. Do not despair, my fair Kushi. Susano is here to save the day.
That's my favorite part, is when he drops the sword. Uh-oh, this looks bad.
I swing my sword in the name of love. Susano-style sword of passion. Here I go. You. Leave. My. Kushi. Alone. Huh?
Susano, watch out! Hey, you did it, Pops. That was amazing.
Sorry, I'm taking a little drink. I'm drinking almond milk. It's good. It's the vanilla kind, and I can just drink it on my own.
You looked kind of scared at first, but you pulled it off for the lady. Susano, thank you. I didn't expect to see such ferocious monsters here. Are you hurt?
She's like, tee, oh my god, he saved me.
Susano?
I knew it. I knew it all along. Strange things have been happening ever since then. First that boulder in Kamiki, then that battle with the bear. And now this. My sword is possessed by a strange power. You listen to me, O spirit who defiles my sword. I shall not be controlled like some puppet. Did Amaterasu just eat Isun? Just simply silenced him. By the gods, I shall expose your nefarious scheme. I just realized he has a fucking Magatama around his neck. Are Maya and Pearl ancestors of, or descendants of Susano's family?
Gross! Wolf spit. The magnificent Isun takes offense. Why, I oughta... Where's Susano? Where did he go running off to?
He left without saying a word.
What was he thinking? I mean, he just won the battle. Now it's time to win the damsel's heart. At least he could have stuck around to help carry the barrel.
It's okay. I think he's busy with other things.
Kushi's so good. I love her.
There's no need to bother him with this.
Sorry, I'm pulling back my hair. All the usual beginning of stream things, guys.
I'm sure I can manage on my own from here anyway.
That sounded like that Kokari kid. Is he in trouble again? We better go check it out, Amy.
Oh.
Whoa! The canine tracker suddenly appeared. So that means...
Alright, good luck, Kushi.
It's so heavy. You couldn't give me a hand, could you, Snowy?
Wake up, sister. Does it look like my furry friend could carry that? This area should be free of evil power, and the water has sacred properties, so you definitely won't be attacked on the way back.
Oh. Can I, like, make her go faster? Okay. Okay, there's a dog. There's a canine warrior around here somewhere. I do love this song very much. Very whimsical and fun. There he is. We don't need no dang lily pad. I can jump so far.
Wow. Looks like you got a big one there, kid. With all that noise you were making, I was sure the monsters...
Ume! No!
Ume! Shoot, my line snapped. Curse you, Whopper. I'm gonna catch you. You're gonna pay for what you did to Ume.
Let's fuck him up.
Hey kid, where'd that humongous fish come from? And wasn't that your dog Ume in its mouth? That was the legendary fish Whopper. Hey Nim! They say it swallowed the moon reflected on the water's surface. So, it really does live in these deep murky waters. Well, it's gonna pay for gobbling up good old Ume. Sheesh. That dog sure gets eaten a lot, doesn't he? I don't have any fishing line left. But I'll snag that Whopper yet. This shall be a battle to avenge Ume. Hey, Amy. This is getting more interesting by the minute. A Whopper, or whatever it's called, would be quite a catch. Let's stick around and see if we can help him catch it.
Help catch the dopper?
Now that's what I wanted to hear.
Is it?
Let's get psyched up.
Okay. This will be a better example of what I was talking about with the going back and forth.
Okay, Amy, you got the basic idea, right? Draw a line from the tip of the pole of Whopper. Don't let this be the big one that got away.
I'm really curious as to what the Japanese name for this was, because it's like kind of a funny name. Like when you catch a big fish, it would typically be called a Whopper. Like, ooh, that's a Whopper. Like, it's a large being. Killifish. Killifish, you shall be sold at the market price. Oh, man. Ooh, is that another... Oh, it's a crab! It's a river crab, right? Hell yeah. Delicious. Wonder where Whopper is. Ooh. Oh. Come close. Come a little closer. Come a little closer, baby. Oh, he's so big. It's like a deformed giant catfish. I guess not deformed, but like a mutated catfish that got like too big. You know what I mean? Because he's got the big whiskers. I don't know what actual kind of fish this is, but I would guess a type of catfish. Also, just based on Okami then.
I knew I could do it! I finally caught Whopper! And here I was so worried about you, kid. You're one fine fisherman. You should be proud of yourself.
Retying up my hair. What an...
Keep on fishing. And be sure to bring along plenty of line. How could I ever fish again? I mean, what about Ume? He's never coming back. Oh boy, the crybaby's back. Don't worry. After all, you...
So pretty.
Look! The surface of deep abyss. is as bright as shiny as a mirror. The moon's reflection sure looks beautiful.
Oh, that's like, I'm mixing their voices up.
Sure looks beautiful. Where's the moon? How come I only can see its reflection? Hey, look! Another constellation!
蓝湛无限 Yay. This is probably the most relevant brush god besides Amaterasu herself. And I will explain after we get the power.
Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. After your departure, I hid myself within the moon's reflection. Consumed by a fish, I patiently awaited this day in its belly. Now that a glimmer of hope has returned, I have returned. I, Yumigami, god of the moon, cover the earth in pale moonlight. Use this light in conjunction with your own on your perilous journey.
Yay! Yumi.
Yumigami, the god of moon power. So Whopper really did swallow up the moon reflected on the water. Now you have the crescent brush technique. That one lets you draw a crescent moon in the sky. It's said to have the power to turn day into night. Wonder if it really works. Could drawing a curved line in the sky really bring out the moon?
So this is a fun one because I always thought it was like a C, but it's actually a backward C for this, which is dumb.
The moon! The moon! It's come out!
Isn't that a joke Waka makes later? I think Waka makes this same reference later. We'll put a pin in that.
Now you have the power to turn day into night. Think of the nighttime pleasures that await. I know that sounds tempting, but first things first. We still have that matter Princess Fuse asked us to deal with.
Ume!
Hey! It's Ume! He came out of Whopper's mouth. You okay, boy? I knew it would spit Ume out. That's why I told you not to worry. I mean, just look at him. He looks like one nasty tasting canine. Really? Yeah. Never seen an uglier looking dog in my life. What? I say something wrong? Just trying to have a little fun like I do with Furball here.
White Wolf, how did you come to bear the canine tracker? There's a familiar scent in the air. My former comrades. It emanates from your body.
What the? Well, it's none of your business how we smell. It's just that we don't like taking baths, that's all. Hey, wait. Did he just say something about the canine tracker?
The canine tracker decrees that its bearer shall prove his strength. I shall be the one to test it. Yeah, Jin. That's right. So if you remember Ume's design from the beginning, he has always had this orb the whole time with the little bandana. I do think that they do a good job of kind of distracting you from it with his design because he does have the like plum blossoms on his side as well. But yeah.
What the? You're one of the 8 canine warriors? Amy, This dog means business.
I don't know why I think this game has auto scroll. Pick a fight? Yeah.
Never thought we'd be going up against you.
What the fuck?
Bring it on, Snaggletooth.
That's wretched. What type of pleasure are you talking about, Isun? Nothing appropriate for this stream. Oh yeah, so Ume does some of the same things as the other dogs, but he also poops. So he has an added power to, what was it, Gi that we fought last time? Yeah, he has little poop bombs. Oops, he's in the middle of the combo. He is a Shiba Inu. He's like the most stereotypical thing that you would think of a Japanese dog, I guess. And Jin means benevolence. Benevolence. Which I guess could be like kindness in a way. Also, a really funny thing, I was kind of standing in the way, but when they go on their back, their feet twitch to show you that they're not dead. I know Princess Fusei summons me. It is my duty to defeat Crimson Helm, defiler of the Gale Shrine. But this child and his father saved me from certain death. I owe my life to them. What am I to do?
Hey, Maddie.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to break up Ume and Kokari. Poop bombs, yeah. Sometimes it just do be like that. Justice orb. Does it mean justice? Maybe in the Chinese original it does. That's not the character I would use for justice, but okay. What's this? The power orb has chosen you. I don't need to worry anymore. Even separated, the hearts of the canine warriors beat as one. I shall spend the rest of my years here under the guise of Ume.
What? You're not going back to the princess? After all we went through? Oh, that was some fight. Guess the Animal Kingdom's a rough place. Yeah, and it's a lot more complicated than people think.
The subjugation of Crimson Helm is now in your hands. Please tell what has transpired to my former master, Princess Fusei.
Huh? Well, I'm more worried about you and the kid.
Honestly, that's a good reason for that. Thank you, Maddie. I hope you're having a great night, too. How's the weather out there? Because it's been warm here. Which has been less than fun. Not too bad today. Friday, I was melting. I'm really glad it was not sunny on Friday, because I would have simply passed away. It was, at the very least, cloudy, but it was very densely humid again. It is no longer as humid during the day. It's back to normal dry summer temperature. It gets a little humid at night, but it's not that bad. But it was like 70% humidity during the day at like, for the American folks, like 82, 83. Very humid and rain. Your hair is poofy. No. We hate it. Are you guys still standing over there? You're not at the tent? Well, your dad's at the tent. He's probably eating. I do wish it would rain. If it rained one day a week, or even one day every 2 weeks, that would be great. Anyway, I was gonna say something. Oh! Yumigami! Of course. Let me go back into this. Yumigami. I don't know if it'll mention it here. It does not. Yumigami is also a very important character in Japanese mythos, as she is Amaterasu's sister. And Amaterasu's sister... This fish's unique eyes are said to bring happiness. Okay. Amaterasu's sister... Look at this unit. Wow. Amaterasu's sister... is in charge of the moon, And there is a story in which Amaterasu in the mythos, she hides herself away in a cave. I forget why. And then Yumigami, the sister, brings female dancers with their tops off to entice Amaterasu to come out of the cave. Also, the interesting thing about that, about that mythos in general, I think, too, is that, we in the West have, like, the whole idea of the man in the moon. Like, when you look at the moon, you can see a man's face. But then in, at least Japan and China, I don't know elsewhere if this is true in Asia, but they say that there is a rabbit. And then, the Moon Festival, I believe, also has to do with, mochi making, and the rabbit represents that. I don't remember that one as well, but the what an icon. Yeah, it rained hard today and it's a bit drizzly. The hottest temp today was 107 Fahrenheit. Bro, that's wretched. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I'm actually coming this way because I want to see Kushi. We should be able to see Kushi still carrying the thing. Ooh, Ida has some things for us to do too. So, I'm not gonna lie, we may not get too much story progression today because we're gonna do some fun minigame shit, which we love to see. But I just want to see, where is Kushi? Did I pass by her? Am I crazy? Is she going that way, maybe? She might be going that way. She might be going the long way. I don't know. But before we talk to Ida, or before we talk to anybody else in this area, I'm gonna go talk to the nameless man. Yeah, I would be dead. If you don't have central air, that sucks ass. Hi, nameless man. Earthware is like a mirror into the soul, man. Whatever mood you're in, good or bad, it all comes out in the pots. Check out this out. I just finished firing my first piece. My first vase, the azure neck. I love flowers. Single flower vases are my specialty. You can have it if you like. So, he gives us vases, and you may have seen around the little statues that are kind of dirty looking. These friends right here. We want to bring these vases to these statues, and then they're happy and they clean up and they give us praise, which is very nice. Alright. It looks like it's actually starting to become nighttime soon. So if you remember, another thing that we had to do was get all those stupid monsters from Mika's request book. Do you have central air, Maddie? Because we didn't. We had a window unit, and it did not face my room. It faced my roommate's room, because of course it did. Oh my god, speaking of roommates, oh my god, I have such a funny story. It wasn't that funny, but it's like, it made me go, So I watch, I don't watch a lot of Smosh, but I watch the Smosh Reddit stories every week, because I think they're so funny. You know what, I'm not gonna wait for nighttime, I'm just gonna make it night. I can do this now. And this week's, today, that came out, I watched it, and they mentioned there's this guy in New York who, they were talking about farting again. I know it's a common theme tonight, but, they're talking about, this guy who lives in New York who, like, he has, like, a fart thing, and he'll just, like, walk around the park and, like, make a fart noise and film people's reactions. And, that was my roommate. His name, like, his little, like, name is, the Fart Fairy. I don't know if he still does it, but, he used to walk around with a fart machine. A little, like, he squeezed it and it makes a fart noise. And, he would meet celebrities in the parks and stuff. Crazy. But he was my roommate. Best roommate I've ever had, actually. We don't have a window unit, but I have one in my room. Hopefully we can find a place with central air one day. That's good that you have one in your room, at least.
Okay, another mischief-making monster down. Well, you know what to do, my furry friend.
I don't even remember which one it was. Was it this guy? I was too busy talking about the fart machine thing. Yeah, so the fart fairy. If you look up the fart fairy, if you Google it, it should come up, like the New York City fart fairy, and he would do this prank, and like dogs would have really funny reactions to it. So like, this was when I lived in Bushwick at the time. He does not live in the area anymore. I think, actually, so I don't know. He may have moved back, but I know at one point he did move out of the metro area. And so then, oh, what? Was I not good? Okay, well, ow. I had two roommates. I had him, and then I had, I had this other girl that was, like, the person I was technically, like, renting from. She wasn't the landlord, but she was the one in charge of, like, the rent stuff. And, she was crazy. I don't like to use that word in earnest very often, but she genuinely had some kind of, like, shit going on where she was, like, unparalleled psychotic behavior, to be honest. And it would be like we had a leak. One of the pipes was leaking under the sink, and it we were like, oh shoot. And so we grabbed a clean bowl like from the cabinet and put it under the leak. And then I texted her. I was like, hey, we'll call her, let's just call her Beth. I was like, hey Beth, just to let you know, there's a leak under the pipe. We want to have the landlord, like, come look at that pretty soon, I think, because I don't want, like, your cat to be lapping that up, because it's not a good time. And she was like, did you put a bowl under it? I was like, yeah, we put a bowl under it. And then my other roommate, we'll call him Bob, he responded and was like, yeah, we put a bowl under it, and like backed me up. And she was like, which bowl? And I was like, a bowl from the cabinet. And then I took a picture and I sent it to her, and she went insane. She's like, why'd you use that bowl? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know it mattered. Like, we just wanted to get the water, because she had a job where she traveled a lot, which was really frustrating too, because she would always be like, take care of my cat, which I don't mind, because I obviously love cats, but like, it's not my cat, and I'm not getting paid. And it's like, I love this cat to death, but she will come into my room when I don't want her to and try to chew on the plastic things in my room, because she loves plastic. She would climb up my loft bed and get herself stuck and then cry very loudly. And I was like, Sarah, like, that, you're so stupid. She was very cute, but very stupid. And it was very frustrating. And so, like, yeah, there would be all kinds of things that she would just freak out. And I'm like, dude. And so then one of the things, too, I was like, she's like, I smoke weed. And I'm like, that's fine. And I'm like, do you smoke it outside? And this was when I was first interviewing for the apartment. And she was like, yeah, I always smoke it outside. And I was like, okay, then that's literally not a problem. Like, I just, like, I struggle to breathe in the smell of it. I don't know if I have, like, a slight allergy or something like that, but, like, I don't do well with the smell of it at all. And it makes me extremely nauseous. And so, as long as you're smoking it outside, that's totally fine. Because if it's, like, remnant on your clothes, it'll suck for, like, 2 minutes. And then you'll be in your room or whatever, and I'll be in mine. She would smoke inside. And I'd be like, oh my god, like, is there some kind of, like, leak from outside? And then she's, like, trying to hotbox herself basically in her room, but, like, not doing it. And then would get mad at me. And I'm like, dude, when I interviewed to come live here, you were like, yeah, I never smoke inside. Hold on.
Well, what do you know? You've taken care of all the names in the monster notebook. Won't be the priest be happy to hear this? He might even give you a reward.
Let's make it daytime again. Wake up, everybody. And so I was like, Okay. That's not gonna work. So, after the bowl incident, my other roommate, Bob, he only worked at night. He only worked at night, and so he would sleep during the day. He would wake up at like 3 p.m. And I would always hear him wake up because he would, he'd turn on the coffee, and so it would just be like, oh, the apartment smells so good now. Phew, I'm firing on all cylinders again today. So, what do you want? What's with that twinkle in your eye, Pooch? You want a race? Okay, Lightning Needle will give you a run for your money. Alright, ready? Go! So, what sucks about this is you have to catch him, and you have to tackle him, which is very hard to get at the right angle, even if you are faster than him, because I will be. Why am I going through you? Got him. Usually on the curves, it's the easiest to get him. Phew! You caught up with me already? I'd never have guessed it, but you're a real sprinter, Pooch. That's 1 point for you. Rude and blaming you for not simply doing it. Yeah. We used to have neighbors who would smoke in the courtyard and it would drift into my room. Ugh, that's the worst. Like, the insulation of the apartment not being good is one thing, or the house or whatever you're living in, but she just, like, blatantly lied, and so it was like, okay, fuck you. And so, oh, we need to go to the priest. I, like, the roommate, he, like, woke up, and that morning, like, the next day, rather, for him, and, I walk out and I run into him. I'm like, oh, hey, man. He's like, hey, what's up? And I was like, dude, was that not, like, a crazy exchange earlier? He's like, what do you mean? And I was like, the exchange with, Beth. And then he was like, oh, it's time for the talk, huh? And I go, what? And he's like, we've had over the last year, we've had like 4 different people move out. She's crazy. I only live here because it's extremely cheap, and I work at night, so I never see her. Oh, it's you, Wolf. What are you doing back here? I don't believe it. Every single one of the wanted monsters' names is crossed out. Come to think of it, I haven't sensed any of them recently, but who on earth could have managed this? It's about absolutely wonderful. I want you to give this to whoever it was, Wolf, understand?
It's for me.
It's para me. Just relaxing and getting hit with smoke, unable to do anything. Yeah, that does suck. And so, yeah, Bob, like, talked to me about it, and I was like, this is crazy behavior. And he was like, yeah, she, like, I have to have this talk with every roommate. And I was like, cool, well, I'm gonna find somewhere else to live, when my 6-month lease is up. Because I signed for 6 months, and then was gonna see how it went. And then, see, like, how do I say? How it went, and then decide if I wanted to sign a year after that. And that decided it for me. And so then we get into the topic of, you know, what his hobbies and everything are up to, or what he does. And then that's how I find out. He's like, do you ever go to this one park? It's like near Union Station or Union Square or whatever the fuck. It's like 14th Street area. It's not... The only park that's coming to mind right now besides Central Park is Morningside, which is not correct. But he goes to that park, or he went to that park, I guess, and would like... He showed me it. I got to touch the fart machine that he used, and he would fake fart to get people's reactions. And he's met celebrities and stuff. And, like, they, like, know who he is because he was the fart fairy. But he had to stop when COVID started because it was just no one was there. And also, like, he didn't want to be out. So it's just kind of the perfect storm. I don't have any weapons that need this yet. Okay, cool. Groovy. You know, actually, can my man, my dojo man, can he teach me how to break through the rock yet? They hold holiday markets there. Used to work around that area. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, you've probably, like, run into him. He was an awesome roommate, dude. Like, he was so cool, and he was, like, very chill about the cat as well. He shared the same opinion about the cat as me, where it was like, I love this cat. It's not my cat. It's very frustrating to have to take care of someone else's animal when I'm not being paid. So there was, we stayed in touch, after I moved out. Oh, come on. We stayed in touch after I moved out, and, he then, so, like, the new roommate moved in or whatever. Oh, I didn't put it out? Oh, no, it did, and it just comes back. Okay, I see. Will it catch fire again? Or is it put out forever? I don't know. Let's go inside. When you're trying to sleep is the worst. That's when she would do it to me.
So you've come again, my little lupine friend. Have you come to sharpen your skills?
Oh, I'm only halfway there.
I suspected as much. A place like this is no place for play, friend. You should go outside where it's far less dangerous. Well, shh up.
Yeah. I mean, like, the wildfire smoke here is bad enough. I do occasionally get some weed smoke from a neighbor, but it's not, it doesn't ever last too long, which is nice. And then there's my neighbor in the building. He goes out and smokes cigars, but the cigars kind of smell nice. He must get some high quality cigars or some shit, because they do smell extremely good. And I'm like, okay. Got so bad they had to eventually put their foot down for people to do it outside the gates. Yeah. That's annoying. Oh. Hello. Man.
Whoa, the canine tracker suddenly appeared. So that means...
I love the moment that the canine tracker wordlessly appears. That is such a cool moment every time. I know I said that last week, but I'm going to reiterate it because I want to. Oh, Susano's not home, right? Yeah, he freaked out. Is Kushi home? Hold on, before we do any of this canine tracker business, I want to see if my girl is home. Ooh, and we have something we can do by this waterfall as well. Is she home? Oh, hey, Mr. Orange. What are you doing? Kushi was gone so long, she had me worried there. But thank goodness she's come back safely. We'll have a purification sake for the festival after all. Oh, I can almost taste it. Yeah, how long did it go on for? Oh, hi, Kushi. Oh, I love that you always come pet me. You're the best.
Oh, hello, Snooey and Isun. How are you both? I'm busy making the 8 purification sake for the festival.
Did you actually carry that barrel all the way here yourself? You must be really serious about your sake brewing.
I couldn't have done it without both of you. Now it looks like I'll have the sake ready in time. Thank you.
Damn. Yum. Yeah, so unfortunately we didn't catch it, but sometimes if you time it right, you can see her carrying the sake barrel, like dragging it, which good for her. She's such a girl boss. Meant to be a crying emoji. You know what? It could also be a laughing emoji because that's fucking so on par for the area. I remember too that same place where I lived with we'll call them Bob and Beth, is the night before I was gonna go fly out to my home state for Thanksgiving, a pipe started just like, I guess it burst or something, but there was water pouring into my room. It startled the fuck out of me. It truly terrified me because it was a very like, and when you suddenly hear that noise in the middle of the night, you're like, what the fuck? I don't want it to be sunset yet, actually. Come back here. Where's the sky? Hello? Do you know the color of the sky? The haha hit the dude, speaking and crying. Do you ever have to shove a fictional character to the back of your mind because you find them so relatable? I didn't realize that was a thing I do, but it apparently is. Because I was watching, this video got recommended to me on YouTube. There's this person reacting to the Great Ace Attorney soundtrack. And I was like, you know, I have 20 minutes to kill before my tattoo consult. Like, let's go. And I went over, or I went to watch it, and she went over, you know, like a couple of characters' themes, and then it got to Van Zeke's theme, and I just like kind of just like put my head in my hands, and I was like, man, he's like extremely relatable for me. And I'll talk about him a lot when we get to that game, but like, do you guys know what I mean? Where it's like I have to put him out of mind, because if I think about him too hard, I get extremely emotional. Because I'm like, yeah, me too, dude. To the bad and the good. Hello, Hayabusa, if that's your real name. I want to talk to your owner first.
Oh, it's the new king hole digging. Hey, what's eating it, kid? Hayabusa stopped listening to me all of a sudden. He just sits there like that all day and night. He won't even try digging up turnips no matter what I say. He'll never be able to regain the crown of hole digging king. Oh, forget him. I don't need a lazy, disobedient dog like him.
Will you pet me if I make a circle around you? The Shinji pose? Yeah, kinda. Oh, you won't do it. Okay.
How long do you plan to just sit there? You reminded me of a certain statue I saw somewhere.
Do we get the joke? Do we get the joke that Isun just made? Or do I need to explain it? Is that the canine tracker? Have you come to take me back to my master?
You hear that, Amy?
You must be on an errand from Princess Fuse if you bear that. But I shall not move from here, for the festival will begin soon. Okay, we need an explanation. So this dog, how do I say? This canine warrior, this is Chu, and I believe Chu means loyalty. Chu, or Hayabusa, is a slight reference, not in name, but in character, to Hachiko. And if you know Hachiko, that is the dog that has a statue in Shibuya and waited for its master and like was so stubborn and like it's Maddie, no, I can't. It is the same Chu, I think, maybe. Oh no. Well, no, I don't remember. Chuya. I don't know. But anyway, that's who this is. If you look up the story of Hachiko, you'll see parallels with Hayabusa's story, and it may not make sense now, but by the time we're done with this arc of the game, it will make sense.
You've got to be kidding me! You're one of the Satomi Canine Warriors?
Chuya? Let's look it up. Hold on. What's his last name? Chuya. Naka... That's not it. Nakahara. Chuya. Nope. It's... Okay, so it's... The Naka and Chu are the same character, apparently. He does not have loyalty in his name. I'm gonna be so real with you. I've never seen... I have never seen the Hachiko statue because it's always super crowded, and so I'm just like, I don't want to deal with it. Yeah.
And you're ignoring the princess's summons to wait for the festival?
Come back here tonight. We need to have a man-to-man talk.
Man-to-man talk? Don't you mean dog to wolf?
Well, guess what? I can make anytime. So there's that. The more you know. Yeah. You bear the canine tracker, so you must know what it decrees. Men settle their differences at night. Man to man, fist to fist.
Man to man, fist to fist. Don't you mean dog to wolf, paw to paw? You gonna let this punk talk to you like that, Amy?
Yeah, I'll pick a fight.
You really can't say no to a fight, can you? Let's show what it means to be the new hole-digging king. Gender neutral.
Chew. Alright, so Chu, or Hayabusa, can also poop, do little poop bombs, and has a pretty, well, you know, I don't want to beat up too hard on you yet, because, ouch, has a pretty large range with its combos, and also, the charge, and also the digging. Will you take a poop? Are you gonna take a poop? It loves to trap you in the hole and then poop on you. Here's the big combo. Yeah. And the holes do disappear after a little while, which is nice. Ouch. Yeah. See what I mean? Like, he'll stand next to his hole so that you accidentally step into it, and then he'll poop on you. Ouch. Bark, 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 bark. And power slash. Oh, and Hayabusa is a Kaiken, which is another type of Japanese breed. It's like a little bit, it just looks like a bigger Shiba Inu. It's different, but it looks... They are very loyal dogs. Shiba are more stubborn, and Kaiken are more, like, loyal. And they're a little bigger, too.
Okay, you've got some explaining to do, you doggy. Why are you ignoring the princess's summons to wait for the festival?
I am not the real Hayabusa. The real Hayabusa died along with Mushi's father when they were, attacked by monsters deep in the forest. I happened to pass by about that time, but I was too late. Right before Hayabusa died, he begged me to protect Mushi. He foretold the coming of an evil arrow from the sky. An arrow that would kill Mushi on the night of the full moon. That is how I came to live here in this village. I have been waiting for the full moon of the festival season. Nobody noticed I was not the real Hayabusa, as we are the same breed. The night of the full moon draws near. I shall not move from here. My duty is to fulfill Hayabusa's dying wish. I must protect Mushi. Training them too? Yeah. Sheeps are hilarious, but they are so hard to train. They're not like a beginner breed. I think Kaiken might be closer to a beginner dog breed for someone.
You got a Satomi power orb, Amy. What was all that he said about Hayabusa? What was all that he said Hayabusa foretold? That's a really hard word for me for some reason. Something or other about an arrow that would kill Mushi? That's not a very happy story for such a festive season. I hope it's not related to that legend about Orochi and the arrow. Hey, Amy, looks like we found the 3 Satomi power orbs that the Canine Warriors had. I know we promised to bring the dogs back, but, well, at least we can bring Princess Fusei the power orbs. But I wonder, you think they can handle the Crimson Helm over at the Gale Shrine?
I don't know. Can I make you happy? I go like this. Your owners don't even let you inside? That's too bad. The day and night cycles getting messed up is really funny to me too. It's like daylight savings, but 10 times worse. Like, wow, today, is it just me or did today go by like super fast, guys? It'd be really funny. See, I could do a mermaid spring here. I could transport us back to Kusa Village that way. I'm gonna run. Cause like, why not, right? Look how cool this environment is. It doesn't take that long. You can see the constellations in the night sky, the ones that you've already discovered, which is so cool. Hi, Ida. Never rests, that one. One of the other things that happened yesterday at work was like we took them to the park and there were a million people out with dogs, and like, so we get as leaders, like group leaders, we get to decide how comfortable we are with letting the kids be near dogs. I've been around dogs basically my whole life. I'm extremely comfortable with reading a dog's body language. And so as long as the owner gives an okay, I'm okay with letting the kids do that. But yesterday one of my kids who I think he might be on the spectrum. If he's not, he is some kind of like neurodivergent. He's extremely creative. He's like a craft boy. And he loves animals, and so he like beelined over to the dog and was like petting the dog, and the owner was nice, but I was like, okay, and I like power walked after him. I was like, don't do that. I didn't say that. I was like, hey, so I'm totally okay with you petting the dogs, but you need to make sure that you ask me, and what's the other important thing that you should do? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, you should ask the owner if it's okay, because sometimes the doggies, they're just having a bad day like humans do. And sometimes they don't want to be pet. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to talk to Cutter Day and his... Oh. I didn't mean to steal your food. My bad. Oh. I didn't mean to steal your food either. My bad. I just wanted to talk to you.
Hey there, doggy. I never thanked you for what you did for Ume. Thanks for all you did. Don't know what I would have done without you. I've been itching for a bigger challenge since I caught Whopper. Someday, I want to sail the seas and catch even bigger fish. After all, a man's not a man without an adventure. Well, time to hone my fishing skills.
Not right now.
Huh? Going already? Well, come on back if you change your mind.
My son looks like he's become stronger. Maybe he's realized the power of nature and it's made him grow. Perhaps this forest is too small for him now. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up, Ume! Ume, go. Ume's taking it out. Wish we got some funny dialogue every time we changed it from day to night. I wouldn't want it every time. 'Cause sometimes I just want to move on. You know what I mean? Especially if it was the same dialogue. But if it was like random, like every so often, you got one, I think it'd be fun. My friend at work, she works with a boy who's on the spectrum, and but he's like he has some issues with like self-regulation and communicating as well, and so he'll definitely want to approach a dog if he sees one, but then my friend just tells him dog's busy, or if he like wants to pick up a rock or something like that, she's like rock is busy. Which is so funny. What is on the spectrum mean? Autism. A flavor. The autistic spectrum is large. And I think it's sometimes more accurate to just say on the spectrum because, like, I think autism tends to have a very specific connotation. Rock is busy. Yeah, Nem, Rock is busy. And you know who this is, so you can imagine it in her voice. If you so desire. But, they're busy. Rock is busy. Yeah, because it's an extremely large spectrum, and they all show different ways, but, and he may not be autistic. He might just be some kind of neurodivergent. I sound really tired? That's my secret, Captain. I'm always tired. Yeah, I'm always tired. Admittedly, I did have a very emotional afternoon and morning because I cried over 2 fictional characters today. Both of them from an Ace Attorney. One of them being Van Zeeks and the other one being Clavier Gavin. And the first one was because it made me sad, and the second one was because it made me happy. So it just does be like it does be like that sometimes. Okay. Ooh, that purple light in the distance. You could see Gale Shrine. My voice is also tired because I did a lot of yelling yesterday, shouting to them. Okay, 5 more minutes till we do this. 10 more minutes till we do this. Like. They have to be reminded all the time because their memory is like extremely able to like ability to retain anything is very, very low. You know what? I don't think I need this many of these. Dude. I love Clavier. Leggy man, your story. Maddie. Maddie. You don't even know. Guitar man, I will write fics about you till the day I die, is basically the vibe. So yeah, I have not checked the bestiary to read their descriptions, but we do have our 2 other boys. Chew stands for loyalty. No. Suddenly Australian. Chew stands for loyalty. To give one's whole life for the good of one's master. To focus on the goal with all of one's concentration. Jin stands for justice. To show compassion to both the living and the dead. To care enough to give one's own life in service. This is a very common name, kanji in people's names, too. And like, gi is a common kanji, just generally. Chu... I see it around enough. First time I saw his leg animation, I lost my mind. He makes me crazy. For, like... He's so mentally ill. Oh, I don't remember any of the voices I gave these guys.
The canine warriors have yet to gather. Tardiness is unacceptable. You hear that, Amy? What a hypocrite.
Oh, these are the same dialogues I think they had last time. A worthy opponent, I see. Okay, yeah, the same dialogue. They'll have different dialogue eventually. Hi, it's my favorite wolfin. Oh, I think she had.
Why, it's my favorite wolfin bug. Enough with the bug thing already. I must speak to you about the 3 remaining canine warriors. I am sensing something different about them. Do you bring no word of their condition or whereabouts?
Well, about that. We did find the other 3, but,
You found them?
well, yeah. It's kind of a long story, but I'm afraid they won't be coming back.
Instead, they gave us the Satomi power orbs.
I see. Well, I did sense that the canine warriors had changed in some way. Maybe they had a fateful encounter during their journey. Perhaps strong bonds that cannot be broken have been forged. If they are to live apart from the Satomi house, I have but one wish. I would wish them to protect the peace under their new master, for that is the role they were meant to fulfill. Well, at any rate, all the Satomi power orbs have been returned. Now I can break Crimson Helm's barrier. I must get to the shrine.
I got the power. Whoa, check it out. The power orbs are spinning around us.
How could this be? Have the power orbs accepted you as their new master?
Master, what are you talking about, lady?
One does not choose to take the orbs. They choose their master. O magnificent power orbs, heirlooms of the Satomi house. Are these whom you have chosen to decide the Satomi house's fate?
We're supposed to fight that Crimson Helmet thing?
The power orbs have chosen you. I have no right to question them. Whether to face Crimson Helm is your own choice. All I can do now is pray for your good fortune in battle.
Can you pet me? Also, one time at Anime NYC, there was somebody cosplaying Princess Fusei, and she had a dog with her that she had, like, done the painting for Amaterasu. It was really cute. Do not fear the Crimson Helm, for the power orbs shall protect you.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one going to face the red hat thingy. We shall await you here. We pray for your safe return. You will? Thanks.
It is time we sleep, now that our work is complete.
Can you believe this, Amy? What a bunch of slackers.
The power orbs have chosen you. Eat this. It'll give you strength.
Really? Thanks.
Oh, he gave us food.
Our prayers shall give you strength.
You hear that, Amy? Wonder if it's true.
Yeah, it was really sweet. She was super nice too. But it's not the first time I've seen that. That's just the time I got a picture of it. And then I saw it at another con once, but I don't remember which con it was. But the Anime NYC one, she was at the entrance. So I, like, remember. I want to go to cons, but the vibe is so different now. Maddie, that is a great topic to talk about because boy fucking howdy. The con scene since the beginning of COVID has obviously changed because, like, obviously it has. But it is crazy how disrespectful people have gotten at con spaces, both in the context of COVID and without it. Like, Holiday Matsuri is such a good example for me because Holiday Matsuri was, like, my favorite con. And it was such a well-done con, like, from the perspective of a con goer for the most part. The hotel was awesome. But, like, how do I say? Are these monkeys? Like, people were so fucking disrespectful, at, like, the bars and stuff. It feels more like a checklist or a job now than something to meet other people who like what you like. Super 100% agree. But also people are super disrespectful about, like, masking and things like that. And I'm like, dude, like, the con space exists because it was an experience or a space for people who weren't able to have normal social experiences together. Like, that's the whole reason it exists, right? So I don't understand why cons aren't the most mask inclusive spaces possible. Like, genuinely, I really don't understand. Because, like, the amount of disabled folks and, like, people who live with disabled folks that go to cons is an extremely large number. It makes no sense why masks are not mandatory at cons. And at least make them mandatory in Artist Alley and Dealer's Room. When we went to Anime Next, I remember playing Werewolf with random people who were chill and cool for hours, right? I will say up here, The con that I go to does have more of a cool vibe, but I think that part of it is also the fandoms that I'm interacting with are Ace Attorney and the Danmei fandom. Susanoo style sleeping monk hidden sake.
What the? Well, looky here, it's Susanoo again.
Oh, spirit who defiles my sword, I am closer than ever. Here at the Gale Shrine where the beast makes its lair, your true form shall be revealed. This cursed barrier may bar my way, but if I pray long and hard, I shall eventually find a way in.
Lazy Bum's talking in his sleep.
Not to mention how many, compromised immune systems. Yeah, I mean, I include that kind of in the category, right?
Hey, what's with this guy? I can see right through him.
Who are you? How is it you can see me? I am Yatsu, the earthbound spirit who haunts this area. Long has it been since any have ventured this way. Hey, King. How's it going? My eyes have failed me. I can no longer see. In their stead, my inner eye can judge a person's true form. You appear to be a maiden most fair. What could possibly bring you to the Gale Shrine? You must leave this place, for it is no longer a shrine of the gods. It is now cursed and under the control of a horrible creature. This is no place for a fair maiden such as you.
Fair maiden? You talking about you, Furball? That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
What's this? It appears the maiden is accompanied by a little booger. Is the village to meet its end at last?
Little booger! He better not be talking about me.
Hardly anyone has visited the Gale Shrine since it has been cursed. The strangely frenzied man over there is one of the few. He has been meditating alone at the shrine's entrance, but his sleep is filled with nightmares that make him cry out. I pity the poor man and would like to render what service I could, but when I try to peer into his dreams, an evil force bars my way. Who is this strange man?
Come to think of it, Susanoo said something about being possessed. And he's been acting all weird, like that time he helped Kushi.
What's this? I sense an intense power. It envelops your body. Could it be the Satomi power orbs? Fair maiden, the orbs would only choose the one who is our savior. The 8 colors of light are living proof of that. Very well. You may pass, O savior of the Satomi house. I know there's still chill people out there, but man, is it hard to find. Especially now, since I know cosplay doesn't have to be super detailed and perfect, but it feels like there's more pressure. That's another thing, too. Ooh. Beware, fair maiden. Crimson Helm is a terrible foe. It is said that when the 8-headed serpent was slain 100 years ago, Crimson Helm emerged from a pool of the beast's blood. Never let your guard down. That's a sick myth. Oh, dear. Wait. The door to the Gale Shrine has opened. I must have finally communed with the gods. The time has come, foul spirit. Now I shall reveal your true form. Oh, you're an idiot. Oh, it's like babysitting.
No, Pops, wait!
My kids are smarter. Is not life dear to that man? Beware, fair maiden. Crimson Helm is a terrible foe. It is said that when they... Okay, I got that one. Never let your guard down.
Okay, we get it already now. Stop trying to freak us out.
Seems interesting how slowly it changed after COVID. Or how you talked about it. Or how it slowly changed. Not just a place to speak about. Still curious. Sorry, we were talking about this at dinner after hearing the San Diego Comic-Con. What's the San Diego Comic-Con thing? I don't know if I heard about that. If I did, I forgot. But yeah, like going back to the holiday Matsuri thing, it's crazy because that was like my favorite con and it was such a good vibe. But then people started being really rude at the con, and then the hotel really started like not wanting us there, and so like then they would kind of fight with the staff of Holiday Matsuri, and instead of like them working together to like keep us safe in con environment, like shit would go down. And I guess last year people were getting like drugged, and like the water what do you call it, like the, you know, they have at hotels or other conference spaces where they have like a water bucket thing. Yeah, it was roofied, which is crazy. And like the Marriott staff blamed the whole Matt staff, and the whole Matt staff blamed the Marriott staff. And I was like, hey, I think it would be super, super cool if someone, literally anyone, even if it's not your fault, if someone took ownership of this. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Rashomon. Another Bungo Stray Dogs reference. I love saying something from Japanese Lit as a Bungo Stray Dogs reference because it's like, clearly it's, you know, that's not what came first, but it's funny. Oh, so San Diego also had trafficking? Oh, that's nice. That's great. That's what a great con environment. Yeah, I've kind of been making it a point to not make friends through cosplay solely anymore. But the people I met at the last fan expo, of those people, I did meet a couple of people who are my age, and have like normal people jobs. And those people they're friends because number one, we've hung out outside of the con space and talked outside of the con space. But also they are like normal fucking human beings who also like to do cosplay, as opposed to like making cosplay their full identity and having like the aesthetic, like they're both very good at it, especially my friend who lives locally. Like they're both great at it, and so like that's awesome, and they have decent enough income to be able to afford like and they also live outside of the metro area too, so they live in cheaper areas so they can afford more cosplays too, so like that's a thing. But they both have a very level-headed approach to the whole cosplay thing. Fanfiction of real life authors, love to see. Yeah, it's crazy what the con scene has become. It's just super disrespectful. People are nuts. I had like a thing, like a kind of a crisis about cosplay recently, where I was like, I don't know if I want to do it anymore. And I've had this crisis before. But I came to the conclusion that like, I'm never going to be the girly who goes into my room and like puts on the makeup and takes selfies, because the way my face is shaped, my nose is quite large. I don't dislike my nose, but the way my face is shaped, because my nose is so large, and the way the view of the camera works on a cell phone, it makes the center of your face larger, and so it really distorts my face, and I hate all of the pictures that I take. And it's stressful. And then I'll cosplay at the con as long as someone else is there with me. But then, the other thing is, my favorite way to enjoy cosplay is, like, doing a shoot. Like, not at home, and not with a cell phone, but, like, somebody has a camera, and we do, like, a proper shoot. Or I do a shoot by myself. Either way. Got the rabbit statue! Its expression is quite alert. Also, this area took me forever to find the first time I played this game for 100%, because I was like, where the fuck are the remaining stray beads and the remaining mice? And they were down here. Oh yeah, they don't eat that. I forgot. So like, my friend Megan, oops, well, you know what, you do need to move anyway, I need to dig here. She texted me the other day and was like, do you have, I forget, Fatamoru Michel, do you have his cosplay, or did I imagine that? I'm like, I just have his wig. And then she was like, what if we did a cosplay shoot of him and Morgana? And I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad that you messaged me this, because I was just having a crisis about cosplay, and this makes me feel a lot better. That would be something I would be super, super interested in. So yeah, that was also a thing. Because it's like, is it really worth it to cosplay at these events when people are so fucking insane? That, and as a brown gal, I always feel like I have to brace myself for someone. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I can't imagine. I feel so terrible for all people of color who are not Asian and cosplay an Asian character, and then oh, I have to fight this guy, and then are like, they hear, oh, so you're like Black Nezuko, or oh, you're like brown Vegeta, and I'm like, no, they're just Nezuko and Vegeta. Like, it's like, we have, like, we are so bad. What is, are you splashing things at me? Is that what's happening? Like, how do I, what's your deal? What's your damage? Aha! It is power slash. Like, the white cosplay community, because it's predominantly queer, loves to kind of victimize itself. And I say these things, like, fully aware that I sometimes forget my own privilege as a white person. Like, period. Like, I'm super white. It's rough out here, and I've seen so many cool cosplays from different skin tones. Yeah, and I've also seen people who, like, for instance, like, the girlies with hijab, like, and they will do a version of a character with, like, hijab, or, like, if they're doing a version of a character, like, they'll put, like, a slight cultural twist on it, and I'm like, that's so cool. Why are people complaining about this? Like, I think it also comes from this mindset of, like, if someone's cosplaying the same character as me, it is a competition. I'm not someone who feels that way. If someone is cosplaying the same character as me, I'm super excited. I'm more excited sometimes than I am to see, like, the character of the pairing, because then I'm like, same brain. Same brain. Especially when I'm cosplaying a pretty rare character. And then I'm like, if you're also cosplaying that character, I love you immediately. Because I know you have good taste. There's a girlie who does she does Ace Attorney characters, and she does, like, a really good Kristoff, and she is in hijab. There's a recent black cosplayer that did Freerin, and she's gorgeous. Oh, I bet. She's still got hate. That's because people are fucking stupid. Like, not here to compete, just here to have a good time. Yeah, exactly. Like, I have a friend who, she actually does show up in chat sometimes, but I think lately she's been too busy. My friend Alexis and I, and then our friend Jackie, like, the three of us have, like, extremely similar... Can I please jump on this wall? Why can't I not jump on this wall? Oh my god. We have extremely similar taste in characters, and so, like, the three of us have all cosplayed Mitsuru Persona 3. And it's not like a competition, and we were actually joking, like, this was right before COVID, but we were like, dude, the next con that we're all three of us at, we need to all cosplay Mitsuru. We just have, like, a group of Mitsuru. Forget doing the full C squad, forget doing the senior trio, nope, just 3 Mitsuru. We could even do 3 versions of her, you know, she's got multiple outfits. Yeah, the backlash and hate toward people of color for cosplaying Asian characters is wild, due to the person of color just wanting to cosplay their favorite characters, and then white people not getting any shit for it too, is the other thing, is, like, you know, like, especially with Danmei, it's like, there are a ton of white cosplayers in Danmei, and there's also the fat phobia as well, like, it just makes me mad. It's dumb. Like, just let the person cosplay their favorite characters in peace. Yeah, literally. If you don't like it, you can literally say nothing and walk away. All Mitsuru. Oops. All Mitsuru.
Now that's one big windmill. I saw it from down in the village, but I had no idea it was this big. Hey, what's that? It's swirling around in front of the big windmill. It almost looks like wind, but it's black and foreboding. It's as if the wind were being forced in the opposite direction. I wonder if that swirling evil air is what stopped the windmill? Maybe that's why the divine wind stopped blowing. If so, it must be the work of that Crimson Helm. Wonder how we could get rid of that evil air.
Okay, so it's blowing that way? So let's try going this way then.
See? I knew that it would bring the divine wind back.
How is this one? It's going out, so we want to go in.
Okay, one more left. You gotta blow the rest of that evil air clear out of here.
Okay, this goes this way. Ooh. Hooray!
All done. Now that the divine wind's back, I bet the big windmill will...
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, dude, it's so frustrating. Like, well, when I'm done with this cutscene, remind me, I'll do a full transparency moment about the fat phobia thing.
Yes, yes, yes! It's starting to spin. Look how strong the divine wind's blowing. Sure hope this drives away the evil down in Kusa village. Now what?
Oh? Back to back, baby. We're getting these brush powers. Draw Hans. Actually, wait, now that it was brought up, Kat, have you done any the House and Fata Morgana cosplays? Yeah, I cosplay Morgana. And I have Michelle's wig. And I have the pattern to make Michelle's outfit and Jacopo's Door 3 outfit. Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. For too long, I, Kazegami, god of wind, have walked a shadowed path. At last, light shines upon me. Use my power to manipulate the wind. Banish those who would seek to shroud this world in darkness. That's a funny looking horse. Can I be honest? That's a funny looking horse. Kaze. Fun.
I bet it was the divine wind that brought the wind god back.
Does that mean now we're the wind god? Now we're the wind god. It's just like having official's blessing.
Now you can use Kazegami's Galestorm brush technique. Just draw the mark of Kazegami to create wind. Let's try it out. Hey, that windmill looks like a good target. Draw the wind mark like you did on that evil swirling air. Let's try to make that windmill spin. Whoopee.
Yeah, I can also talk about the House in Fata Morgana. We love the House in Fata Morgana in this house.
Ah, what a refreshing wind. And that door opened when the small windmill started spinning. This wind is nothing to sneeze at. You should try this brush technique on a variety of things. But this is no time for us to rest on our laurels. The big windmill's sending the divine wind down to the village, but that Crimson Helm still lurks somewhere in the Gale Shrine. And that serpent crystal Waka mentioned has piqued my interest.
That's right, that was a couple episodes ago.
Let's turn this place upside down till we find both of them.
I miss Waka. Where's my boyfriend? So the House in Fata Morgana. Okay, so I'm gonna be full transparency, Maddie. The beginning VODs are a little rough because I was streaming direct from my PS4 and there were some issues. And then when OBS got set up, it was a little. She was a little rough at the beginning.
Wait a sec. These treasure chests. I bet you could put the fire out without using water now.
Yeah, huh? So the game, it's a visual novel, and it is extremely good. Okay. As fun as it would be for you to watch the VODs, and I would be really happy if you watched the VODs, I also so much encourage you getting the game if you can't afford it. If you can afford buying the game, please support the creators. It's a very small staff that worked on it. I'm like friends with one of the localizers. Like it's like such a good game. I'm gonna be real, I know what happens in 7th layer. I haven't played it yet. I know it's gonna wreck my shit. And I was waiting until I got into a little bit more mentally stable of a place, which is coming. When summer's over, we're so in it. I'm gonna play it for myself, and then I'll eventually stream it, but I don't want my first playthrough, because I know I'll cry so much. And I don't want to embarrass myself too badly. So, yeah. And then the backstage, yeah, I was tired. I was tired. It was a long year. 2022 was a rough year. Yeah, the art style is so good. And yeah, I was directly streaming from my PS4 to YouTube, so it was she's a little messy. But it's not too bad. Also, the volume mixing was really bad at the beginning. So I recommend listening with headphones, just because it's hard to hear at times. My voice gets overwhelmed because I had no idea how to volume mix, and I still really don't. But it was really bad. It was really, really bad. Especially because, like, some voices, like, the white hair girl's voice was like this. And so it was, like, kind of quiet, right? But then I would have, like, George's voice was like this. And it was like, hey, Michelle.
Whoa, check out these massive hanging scrolls. Looks like they're enjoying the wind that you brought back to life. But be careful, it'll blow us away if it gets much stronger.
It's okay, well, we're gonna fuck with it later anyway. Ooh. The art style, the music, the moments in the story. Yeah, Maddie, it is my favorite piece of media. Like, ever. I cannot think of a piece of media that has genuinely given me such a... Yes, please! Oh my god, it's on sale. Yeah, they have summer sales for it all the time. Yeah, please get the House in Fata Morgana. Hey guys, please get the House in Fata Morgana. Hi, welcome to my Okami stream. Please buy House in Fata Morgana. Oh no, the physical copy is harder to get a hold of. I got a hold of it because I wanted the special edition and I wanted the art book because it has... The paradigm shift that it gave me is just, like, unlike anything else I've ever experienced in my life. And it's my favorite media. But if you've not experienced it yourself yet, just get on the digital version on sale. It's fine. Ooh, the pearl is new.
Mr. Nick.
I do really miss... I miss doing Mel and Nellie's voices, because I miss doing their annoying British accents. Especially Nellie. Okay, that one did give a clue to the cherry blossom. So remember Mr. Pang's introduction in the... Oh, yeah. I love him. Oh, series of brush tips. Okay. Holy smoke, this sometimes... Okay, yeah, that I knew. You can draw thicker lines than usual with triangle. Oh! That's not all. The size of an object drawn affects their power. Dude, doing the perspective with the cherry bombs is really hard. That I did know that, but it's hard. Yeah. Yeah, and the wind also depends on the size that you give it. That I do remember. Yeah, it does have, like, art style wise a very, like, gothic style. But it is amazing. It's amazing. It's like 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 writing at points. And like I said, I've never experienced a media quite like it, where I genuinely felt like my life had changed. Yeah, Maddie, if you like Clavier and Van Zeeks, you're gonna love the characters in House of Fata Morgana. Especially if you like Van Zeeks and that level of writing. Every character has that level of writing in the House in Fata Morgana. So it's like the most solid shit you'll maybe ever read. The music goes crazy. That actually Novect, they beat out Hamasaki Ayumi for my most played artist last year, which is a first. She normally just kind of dominates my internal charts because I listen to her for emotional guidance, but I listened so much to Fata Mordu soundtrack. Sold. Yeah. And I loved doing all their voices. Actually, I do genuinely want to Jacopino. I really want to restream the game, like a new game plus, for a 5th year anniversary, because I streamed that game in 2022. So in like 2027, assuming I'm able to still stream, I would love to do a 5-year anniversary restream, because now my tech is better, and also my voice acting I think is better, and I also think that doing a new game plus would be really fun. And then I could do new game plus, but then I could also do the stuff I didn't do before, like maybe 7th layer at that time as well, and then whatchamacall, the backstage and all that good stuff. I don't think there's a new game plus for Requiem, unfortunately. But yeah, so basically you play the House in Fata Morgana first, and then you play Requiem for Innocence, and then you play Reincarnation, and then it has short stories. If you're getting the Dream of the Revenants edition. And then the backstage and other silly stuff. There's also some stuff that's been, like, it's never been translated into English, but it has fan translations. That would be also something really fun to do for a 5th year celebration. Because, like, how do I say this? This channel exists as a way for me to deal with my grief, as I've said many times before. And the House in Fata Morgana is not a game that I played with my brother, but it is a game that does fundamentally remind me of my brother and, like, my life in general at large, and, like, is a game that has taught me so much about grief and catharsis. Because as harrowing as the game is, you have to remember that, like, it does have an ending that resolves in a satisfying way. It does not leave you feeling like everything is awful. The April Fool's minigame. Yes. Yeah. I think they get like body swapped or shit like that? I don't remember. How many mice have I fed? Have I fed all the mice? It kind of feels like I have. Oh, I fed all the sparrows. Yeah, and I fed all the mice. Yeah, I had a feeling. Oh, this game's gonna make... Yes. That's another thing. This game will make you cry. But it will always have an emotional payoff that you're like, okay, it was worth crying. Like, it was good to let that out. You know what I mean? It's great. I love it so much. I will say, for my own streams, by the time I hit door 5, I hit my stride, I think, with the voice acting more. And there's some stuff in door 7 and door 8 that I'm like, I can't believe that's my voice acting. So that made me feel like really proud, because I don't think that my voice acting is particularly that exciting or talented, because I've never had proper training for it. But there were moments, like a specific scene in door 8, the I'll be your angel scene. I can't believe that's me. Which is a good feeling. Requiem's ending will break you, but it's because it's the prologue. Oh hey, look at that shiny thing over there. Anyway, back to this game. I've been fucking around, but like, look at that.
Hmm? You see that, Amy? It's some kind of crystal. Looks like a berry or something. I bet it's the serpent crystal for dispelling Orochi's barrier. You know, the item that Waka guy was searching for. Sweet! We found it before he did!
Let's go get it. Oh. 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 Oh, thank you, Karma. Oh, hello. Hello, dear friend. I do love this guy's design. It's very silly.
A crimson helmet. Hey, it must be Crimson Helm! He really does look like one mean dude. Better psych yourself up for this one, Furball.
I did think very hard for most of those characters about how I wanted to voice them.
What the heck? Aren't these the Satomi power orbs? They gonna protect us or something?
Yeah, I like also would really love to redo it because I don't feel like I hit my stride with Jacopo's voice until much later. And like, I love him. Unfortunately. Oh, there we go. He's naked! I slash you. Bang! I slash you one more time. Okay, I run away. Ah! Oh, I was just about to say, I haven't taken any damage. So basically with the Satomi power orbs, you get free, 8 free hits, which is cool. This guy's not too hard because of that. Even without that, I think he's pretty, like, straightforward. You just kind of have to dodge his, like, swipes of his sword and his jumps. And now that you have the wind technique, any of his fire, you can blow it away yourself. But, like, especially with the reflector, once you get airborne, you kind of stay airborne for a while. There were some scenes for Giselle that I voiced that I also was like, I was shaking so hard during it because I felt it too deeply. But Morgana's my favorite to voice. She's my favorite character, she's my favorite to voice. Doing Fragment was so fun. Yeah. I love when I find a character that makes me go, that's them, that's the little gremlin I love. Yeah, me too. That's Jacopo.
Huh? Is he chickening out? After him, Mammy! Quick!
Do you not see the giant fiery heads? Is this not, like, not terrifying for you or what? Back you cur! I'll handle this one. I look at his little stampy feet. Charge!
What the heck's he doing? He's gonna get sliced and diced. Time for some brushwork, Amy.
Ikari. Hageshi. Geki. I don't remember that one's reading. Yikui. I don't remember that one's reading either. Jacopo in general, Maddie. Yeah. And to top it off, now for some wind. Yes, wind! More wind! I got you, fam. Now you're talking. Wait, there's more! Let's go. Behold, the secret technique, Wind of Wrath. Oh, you, like, sliced and diced him. Now I'm positive. This is not my doing. It's the gods. They toy with me. Will you never stop mocking me? You hear me up there? Are you happy now? Oh, why must I bear this burden of being Nagi's descendant? All I wish is to live in peace. So you enjoy dogging my every step. Amaterasu from behind.
You okay, Pops?
Blast you, gods! I don't want your power. This whole world can fall to ruin as far as I'm concerned. Enough of these legends and Nagi's descendant stuff. Now just leave me be. Oh, hello. I would love to get a voice modifier before I do that 5th anniversary though. Just seeing this thing reminded me.
What the heck's that?
Yikes!
Ouch.
Don't Google too much, Maddie. This game is very easy to spoil yourself, so don't Google too much. But if you want to know about a character, you can ask me and I'll send you the pictures, because I have a million saved on my computer. Go away! That voice. One after the other. You're driving me crazy! Stop it! I don't want to hear about that now! And it's also like a huge mystery, so it's good to not... Even if you're someone who likes spoilers, it's better to play without. Go away! Leave me alone! Okay, bye.
Ooh. What was that, Amy?
Yeah, anytime you're like, what does this character look like? I want more art. I have all the art. Divine instrument. Life beads. Rosary that draws upon pure life energy to destroy evil. Sure. Okay, so okay, before we continue with this dialogue, apparently during my Requiem for Innocence streams, I could not stop talking about his tits. I don't remember it at all. At all. But my bestie was like, hey, you could not stop, like, what, this is like the 5th time you've made a joke about his tits being out. And I was like, I don't remember. I don't remember. The horrors are many. Titty soft and warm. Is it normal for him to be titty out? When you first meet him, no. But he does have a couple of V-neck. A couple of V-neck moments. I think he's the only one who ever has his titties out like that, though. They're just out. Yeah. Yeah. Hey! Oh my god! Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, I missed you! What the fuck? Speaking of a man who needs to have his titties out. I just want to look. I'll be really, really respectful. I love Waka. I'm really normal about Waka, guys. Bonjour. Oh, am I interrupting something?
Oh, brother. That's a half-baked prophet again. Hey, that's...
What, this? It's the serpent crystal, and it's mine at last. Oh my god, hi, Waka. Hi.
You got a lot of nerve muscling in on our goods like that. We found it first.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna kiss you. It won't do you any good. I mean, I'm the only one who can dispel the barrier with it. You know, the barrier at the moon cave, Orochi's stronghold. Bro appeared out of nowhere because he knew I missed him. And he knew we were having a horny discussion, and he's like, that's my cue. You calling me big boy? Hold on a second. If he speaks French, does that mean there's a France in this world? Yeah, because this is Japan. So, there's early France. Maybe they're having the plague or something. Whatever happens in French history. Keep your skills on. I'm coming. No. I want to suck face.
Hey, what's going on? Why are you going over to Orochi's place?
Oh, I almost forgot. Time for another prophecy. I foresee a rendezvous with a sweet little thing. Guys, he blew a kiss at me. Oh my god. Talking about Clavier Gavin. Clavier Gavin, Waka are the same. They're the same. They're the same, and they're both meant for me. They're designed for me to be a character I get obsessed with. Anyway, I must be off. Au revoir, baby. I said the difference between Waka and Clavier is that the hints that you learn about Clavier's character are more between the lines than Waka. Waka, you get everything kind of revealed at the end, but with Clavier, you like really have to piece things together.
Now you wait a second. Dispel the barrier at the Moon Cave. What the heck's he up to? What the heck is going on around here? What's the heck? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck's he up to? This is no time for your victory, Hal Furball. We gotta get out of here and get on with our mission, quick.
Horny talk. Yeah. Yup. Would I like to save the game? I would. Yeah. I had a lot of fun figuring out the voices for Fata Mordu. I also had a lot of fun doing the voices for Omori. That was probably like my second favorite voice acting work that I ever did.
Why, my favorite wolf and little bug have safely returned. When the windmills at the shrine began spinning, I knew it was you. A most refreshing wind began to blow down into our village. You have defeated Crimson Helm and restored the divine wind. The canine warriors rejoice, but they're a handful as usual. I don't know how to thank you for all you have done.
I too would like to give thanks to these heroic travelers. And Princess Fuse, last of the Satomi house. You have done well.
What? You know Princess Fuse?
Indeed I do. For I was her husband and head priest of the shrine. Yeah, so do you remember when we first met her and she and people were talking about like the head priest at the shrine was killed by Crimson Helm? He that was him. My lingering fears about Kusa village kept my spirit here. But thanks to you, I can now travel to the great beyond. Princess Fuse and the canine warriors still have much to learn. But I have no doubt they will prosper. I shall watch over them. Farewell. I shall pray for your good health and prosperity. This is very sad.
What is it, you two? What were you looking at?
Oh, Fuse, I'm so sorry.
Oh, nothing. Anyway, Princess, there's no need to thank us. Just keep protecting the village as head priestess of the shrine. I know you'll have your hands full with these pesky canines. I have been rather feeble since the last head priest perished. But as head priestess, I shall now dedicate my life to the shrine while keeping the remaining 5 canine warriors in line. That's the spirit.
Nice. You watched the House and Fata Morgana the wrong way. What do you mean?
I see that you must continue your journey. I shall pray for your good fortune.
You are a worthy opponent. I take pride in knowing we have battled.
Ah, shucks. You weren't so bad yourself.
We prayed for your good fortune. I am so happy to see you are safe.
Thanks. Those power orbs you guys had are really something else. We shall protect this village now that Crimson Helm is gone. Really? Well, we're counting on you. If you fuck up, we'll know. Our comrades prayed for you from afar, for our hearts beat as one. You hear that, Amy? Take, Hayabusa, Ume, thanks for your prayers.
Seeing Princess Fusei's smile gives us new strength.
Wow. Never expect to hear those words from you.
Can I get one last little head pat before I go, Princess Fusei?
Thank you. I love you.
She's so cute. Alright, bye, lady. Cool, cool, cool. Wow. You watched Requiem, then Reincarnation, then Short Stories, and then April Fool's, then the main game. Karma, that's so crazy. Why'd you wait till the end to watch the main game?
Whoa there, Furball. Let's think about our next step before we scurry off. Was that shadowy creature with those heads really that monster? Our future's pretty bleak unless we do something about it. I mean, I'm too young to die. I'd like the chance to use all these brush techniques, too. You didn't even so much as growl at that shadowy creature. You slayed that monster long ago, right? I bet your partner Nagi was the stronger of you two. Or maybe that legendary sake really packed a punch? Yeah, it must have been the sake. Ami, the legendary sake is back in that village, isn't it? And isn't it about time for that village's annual festival? Let's go see if we can get a taste of that special brew. It just might do us some good. Besides, a good festival is always fun. If I can get Sake a little tipsy, then maybe... I suddenly feel like a new man. Let's go.
I will eat you before you lay your hands on a woman. And I don't even just mean put you in my mouth. I mean swallow and digest. You will be burned alive by my stomach acid. Living on the edge. Yeah, clearly. Goodness. I thought that there were tanuki or raccoons up here, but maybe I hallucinated that. Again, there are things that I misremember about this game, for sure. So you were too invested watching Requiem for Innocence stream and kept going without considering the main game. Well, thank you for being interested in it, but I really hope it didn't ruin the experience too much for you. So now we're looking at what Kusa Village is supposed to look like during the daytime. I actually want to make it nighttime really fast because I do want to see if I'm missing any treasure chests I just realized up by the shrine. That might be a possibility. Anybody over here? Aha! Oh wait, no, that's the tree. I missed. Wait. Okay, there is something. Alright. I thought so. Aha! Shh. Chun chun. Is there anything over here? I feel like there was, but maybe I'm only thinking of the one that I already got. Because there was the clover. There's some monkey. Okay, nothing else. All right. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I was gonna go back to the cosplay discussion really fast before I end the stream. Like, I have a really bad relationship with food. Like, even before I was on FODMAP, like, I have a really hard time with food, generally. Like, my appetite is wild. It wildly fluctuates, and, I'm sure this has to do with the fact that I have IBS, but I also, well, how do I say? Like, I really... my weight would fluctuate a lot, and it made me feel really insecure, especially because, like, my partner was also, like, very conventionally attractive and, like, skinny, and so it made me feel like shit. God, these things are hard to jump on. Oh my god, I cannot believe I did that in one try. Dude, I'm so powerful, guys. That usually takes me a couple of tries. And so, like, and my face will get puffy and things like that. And so it's just like, I'm not necessarily worried about myself being overweight for the looks, but I also, the thing that, besides like health concerns also, is that I look so much like my mom. And that's super triggering for me. That's super triggering for me, unfortunately. And so I have a really hard time with that. And so it's cosplay also, because like when I wash my cosplays, I'm not washing them in a way that would make them like shrink or whatever, so they pretty much stay the same size, and so I can always really tell when like my weight fluctuates based on how I look in a certain cosplay, which is very frustrating for self-esteem, and also when I already have like issues with food.
Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee! I can't believe there are so many flowers. They look prettier than ever. I'm so happy. Happy, happy, happy.
Yeah, so like it's, wait, did I just see oh no, that's the one for up there, isn't it? Okay, yeah, it's that one sock one. Yeah, so like that's another element to cosplay, but like the other half of this is that eating habits in cosplay or at cons are bad. They're bad. People just like straight up skipping meals to like look better in cosplay, or like just because they don't have time, or there's nowhere to sit down, or there's nothing affordable, like all these things. And so it really encourages that behavior, as well as really heavy drinking, which was another problem too with like I have a slightly addictive personality, and so like besides also the effect it had on my IBS, and the fact that like I've been directly affected by a drunk driver, like I also did not have good drinking habits, especially at cons, and like there's a ton of pressure. Yeah, or don't drink water. I'm pretty good at drinking water because of Prozac, but like people will drink themselves near death in these cons, and it's like part of the environment. And I'm like, dude, I have no problem with recreational drinking, but can you at least be safe about it and not encourage each other to be fucking awful? Like, I don't know, it's crazy. Oh, hey, you're the person there. And then what? There's this couple over here then, I guess? Or does she live alone? I don't know. But yeah, it's so... Oh, you live with your daughter. I see. What? I was chatting so much during the day that I lost my voice. I need to give it a rest now. God, that's a mood. Yeah, so, like, the anime cons especially, because, like, the Comic Cons and things like that, it's a little harder to get away with that, especially because, like, there were a lot of kids at Comic Cons. But anime cons, where you're staying at the hotel and stuff like that, there's, like, a huge drinking culture at a lot of them. And again, like I said, I'm soups okay with recreational drinking as long as it is done in a safe way. Skipping meals, heavy drinking, and not drinking enough water just for cosplaying is sad to see, and it's sad. Yeah, exactly. It's so disheartening. Like, and it just makes it a more unsafe environment again. And like, it sucks. It sucks. I'm really lucky that the environment I have here for cosplay is not quite like that. I've curated it to very, very specific people and very specific occasions. I also have friends that don't drink now, which is really nice. And then the friends that I have that do drink, they do not pressure me to do so, which is really nice, because that was not always the case before. And pressuring sometimes is not just being like, oh, why don't you drink this? You should drink with us. You should drink with us. It's pressuring in other ways, like not getting invited to things just because I don't drink. For instance, my friends who went out on Wednesday night, I did get invited. I did not go because I had something I had to do already on Wednesday night. But, like, the fact that I was invited and they know that I don't drink and they know I won't drink, but they still invited me to come hang out with them means a lot. And it's not hard to be inclusive of people who do not partake in the recreational. You know what? Actually, let's just move on. Well, hold on. I just saw a thing. I just don't want to get blown into the mole guys. Yeah, like, and I've had people ask me before, like, do you take mushrooms, or like, do you smoke weed? And it's like, no, I don't do any of those things, but like, and then the next question they'd ask would be like, are you uncomfortable with us doing it? Because we won't. And I'm like, no, I actually do not mind. As long as you are being safe, because I don't know what their limits are, right? And so it's like, I'm trusting you to know what your limits are in those situations if I'm there, because I really don't want to have to deal with you making yourself really sick or hurting someone or yourself. So just, you can find better people. I guess the whole thing of this is you can find better people. You can find better people to have in your life. Don't settle. Did I accidentally sell one of these guys? Oh, I have 2 of them. Why do I have 2? Okay, well, I only want 1 of each. There can only be 1. It's nice to be invited, especially when it comes to drinking, because you can do other things too if you don't go crazy. Yeah, exactly. Now my friends who did invite me, they were the only 2 who ended up going. There were like a few of us who got invited, but the rest of us were busy, and they went crazy. And like, I'm glad they were safe. I'm glad they were safe. But if I had been there, I don't think they would have gone as crazy, because I think they would have felt maybe a little more pressure to like take care of themselves. But I also have seen both of them pretty drunk before, and like, they just become woo girls. So they're not like, they don't have violent tendencies when they're drunk or anything like that. It's like, the biggest concern I have is them getting physically sick. In fact, one of them just cooks. Anyway, look at all this treasure we can get now. All these things that were so enticing before, we can now snag. And then once I get to the save point at Agata, I keep saving at the save point at Agata. But it's just a good kind of like midway point between everything, you know? Let me go down this way, though. I think there were some things I could unbury. Having people still accept you despite stuff like not drinking is nice to see. Yeah, I super appreciate it. Like I said, it's not something I really had back when I lived in New York, or Indiana for that matter. So, it feels good. I do have really good people in my life these days. You guys are part of that, teehee. But, like, especially in person. Because if I can be so frank here, when my brother died, like, during COVID, I think even if COVID had not been a thing, I would have felt extremely isolated, because I did not have people who were, like, with me emotionally. I had very few people physically around, because at that point my friends, my closest friend in New York had moved back to our home state, and the other friend, like, I had like one other friend that I was like super trusted, and it's like I can't monopolize her. And Karma, yeah, what Maddie said, like, you are probably younger than me, I'm gonna assume, and it took me a little while to find like my people, admittedly, but do not lose hope. Do not lose hope. They definitely exist. I also got so lucky with finding the Nyan Cave. I'm gonna be so real. Like, meeting a lot of the people there, and like I don't talk to them like everybody there super regularly, but it's like nice to know people I can talk to that have like various walks of life, and it's not just like the same monotonous thing. And like people who had known me in the Nyan Cave for maybe 2 years were more supportive than people who had known me for 5+ years, which is crazy. But they were like Mina, they were super supportive during that time as well. Unfortunately, Mina can't make my streams, I think, because of the time difference, since they're living in Europe. It's like 5 a.m. at the latest their time, I think, right now. But anyway, like, you're finding people like that. It took a while. And then, you know, Clay and Yanni and Prima are wonderful. And, like, Yanni and I especially, like, I really value that friendship. And it's nice too, because like with him being chronically ill, life is very frustrating for him, but like I have, not to the same extent that he has. I do not suffer like he does, but like it is nice to have a friend who gets it, because I also don't have, a lot of my friends are like perfectly able-bodied, which is good. That's good. I'm glad they don't understand. Yeah, it took a while. It really takes some sifting through, but there are so many people in this world. You will find people. But when you're young, it's especially hard. On that more solemn note, I don't know if you can hear it, but my voice is giving out. Oh, if you're still in school, yeah, don't worry, you'll get there. No, people in school are crazy. There's something so wrong with everybody in, like, high school, and even undergrad, I'd say. So fundamentally wrong with everybody. Wait, who did I get? Oh, Crimson Helm. For 100 years, this is leader of the evil dog. Yeah, okay, he was there for 100 years. Long swords and armor, beneath the shell, blah, blah. Shell must be removed or destroyed. Even on armor, the royal flames. You can expose the truth. You have to expose him. Yeah, and I'm super glad that I have people in person now. I think about it all the time. And I have this cool friend named Nem that I call like once a week and complain to life about, and it's very nice to have somebody who reassures me that I'm not insane. Love you, Nem. Okay. Okay, let me save again, actually. Let me back on. I found most of my people long after school. Yeah, same here. Yeah, Maddie, similar for me. So don't give up. People in school suck. It gets better. High school sucks. Your 20s honestly aren't that great either. When you get into your 30s, it's way better. So, on this note, Tuesday, Thursday, still the normal times, for our Ace Attorney streams. Like I said, if and when I decide to change it, I will make a community post about it, and also the events will be up, so you'll be able to see. But I'll try to give as much notice as I can. And then next week, on Saturday, we are gonna go do some big cutscene, big plot stuff, which is exciting.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
And I'm just peeping at the weather too, just to make sure. Okay, yeah. Oh, well, Thursday's stream may or may not get canceled due to the heat. It is supposed to be quite warm that day. So, but Tuesday, definitely. Tuesday is going to be a really nice day, actually. So, well, for relatively speaking. So, Tuesday for sure. I'm going to try for Thursday as much as I can. I will run the air as much as I can beforehand and all that shit. Yeah. And then Saturday, no problem, because it's in the evening. So, you know the drill. take care of yourself. Take care of others. Be good to yourself. Be kind. Stay safe. Surround yourself with good people if you can, as much as you can. And if you don't have a lot of good people in your life, really value the ones that are good, because it'll pay off. It'll pay off with you guys having a great friendship, and that's mutually beneficial. Yeah, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.